Trini Jungle Juice. I can't tell you the last time I talked with Edwin Yearwood. And I want to say, if my memory serves me right, it had to be like Toronto. Way back when. I want to say like even like the year 2000, 2004, somewhere around there. Good morning, good night, Happy New Year, and so forth and so on.
Same to you, brother. Same to you. Happy New Year and everything else.
Yeah. We're gonna get right into it. On stage, you performed tonight. You did your thing. The band did its thing. The crowd was every action, left, right, sakpa, say this, that. 34 years in the business, right? So for me, I want to know, in the music industry, what is the formula for you guys to stay relevant, to be out there still on the road, to be producing good music and just doing the thing for so long?
I don't know if there's a formula. We just love soca music.
Right.
What keeps me going is the naysayers. For so long, from the time I was young, we didn't buy into soca music in the Caribbean or in Barbados as we should.
Yeah.
And I just thought that it was just this spirit.
Yeah.
And it took over me, so I never stopped. So for me, it's about soca music. It's about carrying on the spirit of soca music and taking it as far as possible. That wakes me up every day to do this, every single day.
Right. Yeah. And I like that answer. Now, I heard Dexter Daps last night at the interview say that when it comes to music, he's just happy for where he's at and having the fan base that he has today, right? Where the music goes, it goes. When it comes to music and taking it to the world, what is Krosfyah? What is Edwin Yearwood? What's your perspective? What do you want to do with it?
If I come from a personal perspective, my standpoint or my standing on that is always that the legacy that I want Krosfyah to leave, the legacy that I want myself to leave, is beautiful music, beautiful melodies, songs and vibes that last a generation, span of generations, last a lifetime.
Right.
I try not to write hits, but to write classics.
Right.
And it may sound a little strange because most people say that it has to be a hit before it's a classic, but that's not true. Tonight we sang songs that never played certain places, but they
Very
live
true,
long
yeah.
here.
Yeah.
You know, we prefer to look at it that way. We're writing songs for everyday life. Soca is still life. Soca it speaks for our people.
Yeah.
And I think that to be the voice or to be one of the voices speaking on behalf of Caribbean people, it gives you that power and strength.
Right.
And that's what I see about soca music. It is the continuation of taking a culture, an integrated culture from the Caribbean to the rest of the world. They have not yet seen what ackee and saltfish is. They've not yet seen what roti is. They've not yet seen what shark and bacon shark is. They've not seen what flying fish is. And this is what soca music is. Soca music is that culture that needs to be taken to the rest of the world. We've done it, but we've not done it collectively enough. And that's what I'm about.
Yeah.
That is not how we do it in Virgin Islands at time. We want to see people all in the back, all on the sides.
And that's a good point. I think moving as one Caribbean, you know, as Marshall said, we're no longer the soul of Calypso, but we're now the sound of the Caribbean, right? Soca. How do you think that, you know, for me, I've been watching this for a long time, and I asked Marshall, are we seeing the progression where we want the music to go to the globe, right? We want it to reach all four corners. We want it to be as big as any other genre of music. You're doing this 34 years. How close are we to really getting it where we want it to be? Where I could land in the Far East, or I could land anywhere in America or Canada, and from all four corners of that country will know soca music. How far are we away?
Listen, we've been there.
We've been there.
I can't say how far away we are.
Right.
Because to me, we've been there. We've been there from the days of Harry Belafonte right back down. I think where soca music falls is the support system from a buying power.
Right.
In other words, reggaeton came from nowhere. Soca was around before reggaeton as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
But they have a people behind it spending money. This body and that body coming up in that are millionaires, or they sell at least 1 point something million. There's no way in this world
Yeah.
that one of the top artists like Marshall Montana or Bungie Garlin shouldn't be selling 1 million copies
Right.
of at least 1 or 2 songs.
Right.
When you do that, the likes of Grammys and everybody else take notice. They're like, wait, there's a people following this.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So we do support in effects, we do support around, but we need to support where we support the artists and the musicians from a financial standpoint, where we're not just professionals, but we can eat food, we can raise our kids, and also we can spread the word, because that's how the word is spread. When Janet Jackson or whoever it is drops their album and it sells 2 million in 3 days, it's because people buy it.
Yeah.
It's not because it's given away. So that's what we need to start doing with soca music, in my opinion.
Right.
I was in Santo Domingo,
Right.
and I met an artist, I can't remember his name, but he sang one song in 2001, and he never recorded again, and he's a millionaire because the people in the country supports and buys the music.
Right.
You know? So to me, that's what we need to do with the artists. We need to respect the hard work that we put in and buy the music. When
buy
the
the
powers
music.
that be see that we buy that music and see a support system,
Yeah.
you'll see a Grammys sooner or later for soca music.
So buy the music and a support system.
Yeah,
And
it's the same thing with reggae. It's the same thing with reggae music. Reggae music sells like crazy. It may not look so to us, but it sells like crazy.
Yeah, it does.
And it has that support system. It might not be Jamaicans per se alone, but it has that support system worldwide, from Japan right back across to the next side of the world. You know,
Yeah.
that's what we need for soca music.
We want you to turn on the lights. Turn on the lights.
Point the lights, 2, we gotta follow the lights. 1, come, 2, come, roll it fine, 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 keep moving, roll it fine, roll it fine.
And I like your example. So give me the big man answer, right? If Edwin Yearwood could have one hit song, whatever year, and make millions off of that one song, or you rather have a body of work for 34 years and never hit the millions, which one would you go for?
The body of work.
You really truly take the body of work,
Honestly, yeah,
honestly,
because I
and
think
not be a millionaire.
No, because
Yeah.
I believe the body of work will eventually feed my family later on in years.
Right.
The royalties and the songs have been going and going and going. Sometimes we can't believe it ourselves. I believe that there is a time and a place that it will be where it's supposed to be.
Okay.
I honestly believe that if I can eat and drink until I die, I'm fine.
Right,
But if we can leave that legacy for our kids to follow on,
right.
it's awesome.
Okay.
$1 million is never going to be the value of what soca music is in the next 10, 15, 20 years.
Man, I respect that, because I was taking the millions and I was taking one hit wonder. Dre is the one hit wonder.
I believe that we can make millions eventually. As I said,
Yeah.
when the support starts, it doesn't matter. I mean, I don't want to prolong, but if you look at it, it is the only genre that you have to record every year.
Yeah.
It's the only genre you have to
Sometimes
record
more
every
than
year.
once a year
You
now,
know,
but the
more-
season
more-
being so
exactly.
Carnival, yeah.
Whereas every other genre, a guy can drop one song and go home and sleep for 2 years and tour
Oh,
off
yeah.
of that.
Yeah.
You know, so when we get to that extent, when we get to that level,
Yeah.
is really where it is at, and it's really where soca music ought to be. It is deserving at this point in time. All of the heroes and legends that came along to see it get to a point, that's what we need to do right now.
I like that.
That's it, that's it,
We love you, St. Croix. Thank you so much.
that's it.
We're gonna finish this interview off with my signature question. What would today's Edwin Yearwood tell, let's say a 21 or 18-year-old Edwin Yearwood? What advice you'll give yourself back then?
Stick to your guns, believe in yourself, be yourself, most important. And I say that to Edwin Yearwood, and I say that to any other soca artist out there. The only way that you're gonna find a niche or somewhere in the market, there's always space for everybody, but be yourself. Don't be a Marshall, don't be a Edwin, don't be a Bungie, don't be any but yourself. When you are yourself, you eventually find, it's like oil on top of water, you eventually find the surface. That's how I feel about it.
Man. And as you said that, at what point in your life did you realize that your voice was unique to you and you knew that, listen, nobody sounds like me out there and I'm gonna work with this? So when people hear, they're like, hey, I don't know the artist, but that voice, I know that is, bam, Edwin.
You know, I don't think I knew that until I started recording songs like Bump Me Up.
Let me mash up in here tonight. Put your hand in the air. I'm saying, the printing up on you where I blank sing.
Yeah.
Because I came from a time where we were singing covers and covers.
Right.
And just one day we decided we had enough of that and we're going to record our own songs. And right away I could hear that there was something different and unique about my voice. And we just went from there. We didn't stop. And it turned into this.
And on that note, guys, we want to get the Edwin Yearwood Trini Jungle Juice Pump Me Up special.
Oh gosh. Yo, this is Edwin Yearwood and you know you're locked on to Trini Jungle Juice. Juice, Trini Jungle Juice. Oh gosh. I'm say, hey. Yeah man, it's all about Trini Jungle Juice. You don't know. Edwin Yearwood system.
Trini Jungle Juice.